GTV Radio, DJ Prenup. I'm an Exquisite Complex, and we are back with another Shallow Waters podcast.
Another Shallow Waters
Another
podcast.
one.
Another
Man,
one.
How are you today, bro?
I'm doing good.
That's good, man. How was your
day off?
day off?
It was amazing.
How was your day off? How was your day off yesterday?
The extra extended day off was
How was your not so independent Independence Day? How was your not so free Freedom Day?
Definitely was in bed just chilling.
How was our let's go back to where they just control everything Freedom Day?
You know,
pretty good. Pretty chill.
I slept all day. I had no reason to celebrate. I was like,
oh God,
I'm in bed, bro.
Oh God, I use it as the allotted that we didn't have the Juneteenth holiday at Monday off since apparently federal holiday.
Bro, that's crazy. They was telling me that like you know how like if the holiday falls on a Sunday, they usually get that Monday off.
Monday off.
They was like, yeah,
it's
nah.
supposed to be observed. But the thing is, it's a federal.
said nah.
It's a federal holiday, meaning that if the holiday lands on a weekend in general, that Monday
is celebrated.
That Monday is technically supposed to be the day off.
They didn't care.
Labor Day is the same way. Veterans Day is the same way. 4th of July is the same day. But you know, here we are. Anyway, Shallow Waters podcast where we talk about whatever we want, and we go deep in 3 feet. What is on today's agenda, Exquisite?
So we have two topics. The first one is like, it's kind of funny. I was playing Call of Duty Zombies. The second one we'll dive a little bit deeper into. It's kind of like, ooh, my homegirl kind of brought this up, and I was like, all right, cool. Yes, Maria, I'm talking about you.
Shout out. You said Maria or Marie?
Yeah, shout out Maria.
Shout out Maria. If you tuned in,
she was like,
"What's up?"
She was like, I want to make a topic. I was like, all right. But I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. So first, if there was a zombie apocalypse to pop off right now, for whatever reason, World War Z just started happening outside, what are the essential items on DJ Prenup's list of things that I need?
Duct tape is one. You gotta have duct tape, my boy. Whether it's to fix some shit, whether it's to tie some shit up, you gotta have duct tape.
Fair enough.
I need ample rolls on my person. Next one is a concealed weapon. Don't matter what it is, whether it's a knife or a gun.
I don't even need it concealed at this point, bro. I'm carrying a samurai sword. Like,
oh well, as in like I don't want people to be like to know what it is that I have though. If I see you walking around with a samurai, I was like, I know this nigga has a fucking sword. I gotta approach the nigga in some different way. Whereas if I'm not really carrying anything, I feel like are gonna think maybe he ain't got nothing, this, that, and they can just run up on me, and then boom, I got a fucking, I got a shank.
This way you will get clapped.
I got a shank, yeah. Which is funny because we actually had this conversation on GTVRadio, and I want to shout out the Jay Golden for also giving us I bombed that question though too. I was like, nigga, we getting canned food, because he was talking about like starting a coalition in the neighborhood type of shit. And I was like, I feel like you have a lot of faith in this society to start a coalition with your neighbor who probably is going to stab your ass in the back anyway.
Yeah, no.
So, but those are kind of my two essentials: is duct tape and a concealed weapon of some sort. What about you?
Definitely, a axe or a saw of some sort. I feel like that's your biggest. Okay. I watch a lot of like those like survival TV shows. I know for me personally.
So you like a Bear Grylls ass nigga, huh?
Yeah. You ever watch Naked and Afraid? I learned some shit. Like
I'm not trying to watch these. Naked and Afraid.
I be learning. Well, they like bleep it out. It's not really
being funny.
But so I learned the biggest thing is one, something to start a fire, and two, something to hack or build shelter with.
I feel that.
So you need, for me, essentially, lighters or a match. Mm-hmm. Maybe a couple of them. An axe or like some type of machete, something like that. Samurai sword for me. I'll be learning what zombies up to.
Okay.
I definitely want to like practice. Like, I've watched a lot of anime in my lifetime. I definitely want to like kill zombies with a samurai sword. I feel like that'd be really dope.
Oh, you just want this shit for the aesthetic.
Yeah, for the aesthetic. You ever watch The Walking Dead? Old girl.
Yeah, old girl. That's literally.
Yeah, definitely. I'll try to do that. For sure. Definitely a way to clean water. Those are the three biggest things.
Which we might need that shit in the coming months anyway.
Well, I mean, like for them, it's like super dirty water. Like they gotta they have like pellets and things that you could use to like actually like distill your water.
Distill your water and shit. I was talking about that too, where they have these it's like a pellet or like a powder, and it's like this like solvent or whatever, and it actually breaks down and separates.
Separates the water
by like buoyancy or whatever. So the dirt's at the bottom. You just squeeze that shit out and you're good to go. What else? How important do you think shelter is in an apocalyptic situation?
That depends. I think that for me in particular, I don't think I want to be too settled into one place. Like, I definitely feel like I'm gonna be like moving around.
Being a nomad is a for sure. Okay, now what about groups?
No.
Like, can a group be too big?
Yes.
Okay.
It's gotta be like
what would be your number?
Like, I want to say like 5, 6.
That's a lot of motherfucking people.
Well, I mean, I would assume like, let's say like me, like my significant other, my homie, their significant other, and then like
good enough.
Maybe one other person. One thing I learned is that
I have to choose some.
I'm not trying to join somebody else's group. No. And I'm not going to like the mystery, like the like these people over here and they're like
that's too much
big shelter. You get abducted, you become the food. I learned enough. So nomading for sure.
Another interesting conversation is, would you eat somebody?
Push come to shove, I've read a book. So there was an actual thing. It was these dudes tried to like circumnavigate the globe, and for whatever reason they got shipwrecked and they wound up in the Pacific, not in the Atlantic. The water's warmer, so it's easier to fish. It's easier to like that. The Pacific Ocean is just cold as shit, and like once you get to the middle of it, there's no fish. There's nothing in there. So these dudes are like damn near death. And so they ate each other in order to like stay alive. So I was like, they had no other means. Like, dude was dying. It's like, all right, bro, like, let's put him out of his misery, respectively.
You read a book, so this is real life.
It's real life, yeah.
Did the niggas get tried?
No, they this was like when they were still like exploring, like world still was being explored.
Okay.
It's like way back in the day.
I thought this is like a documented incident.
No. It's like way
court decisions on cannibalism.
1500s. Like when they just starting like when dudes in Europe are just now leaving Europe and like
so it's old enough to where it's like it's fiction, but is it? I mean, it's nonfiction, but is it?
That shit ain't fiction, bro. They documented that. Like it's been a couple different people like validated the experience because they got lost on the way in the Atlantic, and then they wound up and where they thought was like the Bahamas, they wound up in like South America.
Okay. Christopher Columbus has boys.
Yeah, and then they like they like got shipwrecked. So they like somebody else like came by and they're like, okay, cool, can we catch a ride? That one too got shipwrecked. They got hit by a storm. And then so they were like, we got to make it back home somehow. So they wound up. They went around South America and they wound up, I think, at like the Galapagos or somewhere close to the Galapagos.
So it was Darwin and his crew of flunkies.
I was like, so they're like, okay, cool, because they was like they made it onto an island where they found like real food, and they like it was like, okay, cool. So they stayed there for like a couple months. They tried to build another ship, and that ship got them back around South America, and it got them to like
bend over there and shit.
Yeah, it got them back to like civilization to get them back to Europe. But it's a real book. Like I was like, oh damn! Like I read it, was like this shit crazy.
It's a real book with the words. You can read it,
but it's a non-fictional book. But I was like, this is kind of wild.
That's
like,
wild as shit, man.
That's pretty crazy. But yes, to answer the original question, if push came to shove and it was in some really really desperate situation. I mean, like the world was ending, like if there was only one other person to survive. Yeah.
All right, so you wouldn't eat a pinky for 100 rand, 100 grand?
No.
You wouldn't eat a pinky for 100 racks? 100 racks?
Nope.
A pinky?
Nope.
What if the person's already dead?
No. That's even more. No.
How's that worse? Wait, come back and haunt you?
No. I just no.
100 racks for a pinky, bro. For a pinky?
No.
Like you're not gonna like I doubt you're gonna
circumstances. I think to me,
I feel like you're not gonna develop some random taste for fucking human blood.
No, but I feel like it's the moral and the principle. The only reason I would eat somebody is if I knew that I was in circumstances where I had no choice. Like I physically was the last person living. Like it's me to like keep civilization going. Like
it's 100,000.
I'm not eating humans for $100,000.
That's life-changing money to eat a bit of somebody's life.
I'm cool. I'll do without it. My life's pretty good right now. 100 racks will do a lot for me, but I don't want to do it that way. Like, I'm cool. I'll start an OnlyFans or some shit before I eat a pinky. Keep it a bug. It's just not gonna happen.
I call bullshit on you only because there's no way this will actually be answered until if it were to happen.
I already know. Like I don't even like eating tuna like that. Like I don't like when they eat like
a
ahi,
pinky is not tuna, my nigga.
That's how I know I'm not gonna eat it. Like it's just not gonna happen. No.
He said, fuck the ahi tuna. Give me the ahi pinky. Like,
they're like, oh, you want this poke for 50 racks? Nah, I'm cool.
Nah, bruh.
I don't like the texture. It just don't work.
You don't want this poke for 100,000?
I'm cool. You just had to, huh? He had to, huh? He definitely just wanted to.
Oh my gosh! All right, so we're gonna do a bit of an open forum type deal right here. So I want to bring it back up. A few weeks ago, I saw you had some shit posted on your Instagram story. It was like that anonymous shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm really curious as to like what questions have you received on there.
Actually, they were pretty boring.
Like obviously you don't know who it is, but I'm really curious as to like what questions you received on there.
Mine were boring, bro. Like I was expecting some really juicy shit, and y'all did not come through.
Pull it up. So I really want to see what some of these questions are.
So my first question was who do you have pinned on iMessage? And I was like, nobody. I don't care about none of y'all that much.
That's wild.
Worst date story. I couldn't post that on social media. It just was not social media appropriate.
You just say
I'm
here.
not gonna post it here either. Keep that one
you don't gotta drop a name. It
was just a bad experience. Real bad experience.
This is not 3 feet. You are not diving deep.
I don't gotta go at all. I'm in shallow waters for real. These waters are mighty shallow. Personality or looks. I prefer personality because in order for me to really want to like keep somebody around, I have to laugh. Like that's my goal in life. As much as I do value looks, like I will only keep you around for a certain amount of time based on your looks. Like if you cannot have a in-depth conversation with me and make me laugh, no, it's just not gonna work out. Okay, and then would you rather fuck 30 fat bitches for $2 million, or would you fuck 2 for a full tank of gas?
What's your answer?
I'm definitely fucking 30 fat bitches for $2 million.
Yeah, for sure. So you'll fuck 30 fat bitches for $2 million, but you won't eat a pinky for 100,000. That's so wild because the pinky situation will last.
Yeah, but I got $2 million. I'm good. Like I got $2 million though. I $2 million in the bank.
So if a nigga gave you 20 pinkies, would you eat that shit for $2 million? All right. So that was a funny one. 30 fat bitches or 2. Okay.
If Kim K slid in your DMs, but you had no gas or no gas money, would you be too prideful to ask her for dick fare? Hell nah, that bitch worth millions of dollars. You fucking right, I'm finna ask.
Would you be too prideful for dick fare?
Hell no.
Hey, whoever asked that question, you're fucking funny. That's an ass question.
I know Pete Davidson be like, come on, babe, let me get a couple racks. Hell yeah, me too. Have you ever done drugs? No.
Does weed count?
I don't count it as a drug.
Did you do the weed?
That's a medical herb.
Did you do the weed?
My favorite movie, I have 3 of them actually. My first one is Gladiator. I love Gladiator with passion.
Great movie. Russell Crowe.
Yeah, that's a good one. My second one is A Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger. I was like before he took off. I used to love that movie. And then third one is The Patriot with Mel Gibson.
You like war movies?
I do. I really do.
Have you seen Troy?
Yeah.
Oh, great fucking movie.
It's so long.
Achilles.
That shit is long. But I didn't really have an appreciation for Troy until I read the Iliad and Odyssey. Then I was kind of like, all right, cool.
They finally put it on Netflix. I watched the shit out of that. That used to be that's probably like one of the few movies me and my dad actually watch and enjoy together.
Really?
Yeah. Troy? We don't really like a lot of movies. So oddly enough, we don't like a lot of the same movies. He's like not like a blood and gore, but he's like war type, but he's like Godfather. He likes storyline.
Oh, okay.
He likes storyline.
I fuck with it though.
And like cool. Crazy amount of like substance, which is cool, but I'm more like, I like thrillers and suspenseful movies, and I'm more like the crime / horror side of movies.
I think I'm definitely more of like a history lore type of movie watcher. Like I like Gladiator to me kind of put me in ancient Rome. I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. Like
I can see exactly why Game of Thrones was a fucking hit for you.
I love Game of Thrones.
Tiger tattoo ass boy. Mount Wolf tattoo ass boy.
Yeah. I was like, hell yeah, you're fucking right. Are you a backseat driver? This to me was my favorite question. Reason being, because I was like, I'm not a backseat driver, but I can backseat freestyle. That was the first thing I did. I was like, hell yeah, I'll put on a Playboy Cardi type beat. Freestyle Tuesday. But yeah, so I'll definitely put on. I'll try to rap.
Okay, two more.
Who do you text the most? That's just kind of a random question. I text random people at different times. It's not like
he texts me the most. Bitches be jet. I'm playing,
wild. I think I text my mom the most, honestly, because she just be like,
"That's what's up."
She'd be like, "Do you need anything? Are you okay?" And I do text my mom because she sends me like these little like inspirational quotes every day. And
that's cute.
I just send like, even if I don't really read it, I send stuff back. Like,
so my mom would do that, but not quotes. So she's a Jehovah's Witness still. She kind of reconverted back to it. So every now and then she'll send me like a Watchtower, which is like their like publication.
Oh, okay.
And then she'll send me like a note. She's like, "Hey son, just know I love you. I was thinking of you. I want to send you this. It reminded me." Well, I don't read them ever, but like I appreciate my mom's for sending me some shit. So, and like she does it like through mail, which is like old school as fuck. So like to me that's just like, I still don't read it, so I'm like a piece of shit son. But she like literally gets a fucking stamp, licks the shit, puts it on the fucking letter, mails it out, and I get it in like 3 days.
And then the wildest question I got was, but I think this one came with like, whenever you like download the app, is like, would you ever consider being bi? And I was like,
ooh, wow.
I was like, no, but I do appreciate gay men hitting on me because that knows I'm doing something right.
I will say that.
So yeah,
I've gotten hit on a few times, even with my like rugged look.
Yeah, so I'm like,
I want a free drink.
The gay person or gender fluid person hit it on me definitely does make my day because that's like the ultimate compliment. Like if there's a dude's like, "Oh yeah, cool," it's like, "Oh yeah," like I'm that guy for sure.
I can agree with that. I don't really have like I feel like I couldn't be bi because I'm not really sexually attracted to any dude, but I am also confident in my masculinity to be like, bros.
Yeah, I have no problem.
The fit is nice.
I've never had a problem saying the dude's handsome, but I've just never met a dude that got my dick hard. Like,
oh, nah, that's wild shit.
You could do this. Like, no, sorry.
Mentally, I'm just not. Nah, I'm not there. So, and it just probably won't be there, but it's okay. I will confess. So the 30 fat bitches and 2 bitches was me. And the Kim K was also me. That shit was.
Which one?
The Kim K. Dick Fair. I had to, bro. That shit was so funny. Wild. So you had posted these, and I hope that they were gonna gain traction as far as like people send you questions. We're gonna talk about this shit on air. So I was like, I can't wait for this nigga to be like, bro, somebody really hit me up with the Dick Fair question.
I was like,
that shit had me rolling, bro.
A wild question. And then there's some like ones that I just didn't really care for. Is like, you lit, and I was like, I know exactly who this is.
Oh yeah.
Or they was like, how are you?
Hi, Jess.
I'm just like, oh.
I need my black shorts back.
We'll see you soon.
If I'm look, eventually the moment I keep asking for these black shorts, people gonna think about something. I was like, nah, she just has my black shorts.
I feel like it's gonna be like a full year since you've seen these shorts.
It really has been a full fucking year, and I guarantee you she won't have them.
No, she does. She told me.
No, like she's not gonna pack them to fucking bring them down.
Oh,
I guarantee you.
I'm gonna just tell her like, "Hey,
bring my fucking shorts." I literally have no other black shorts. Those are my only black shorts.
I was like, I'm pretty sure she still got them.
At least that I wear around the house. The other ones are like workout shorts, but the niggas, them shits are too short.
The coochie cutters or the hoochie daddies?
They are coochie cutters on me, bro.
Oh, never mind. That's too short.
Thick body over here, bro. Thick body. Them shits are too short.
It's too short. Blow the whistle. Too short.
So what else is going on, man? I know your birthday's coming up in a couple weeks. If you all don't know, if you all ever forget Xquisite's birthday, all you gotta do is go in your little emoji keyboard and look up the iPhone calendar.
Type in calendar. You know exactly
Type in calendar, and it'll always pop up July 17th.
You know what day it is. Feel me?
Xquisite. What are you looking forward to for your birthday? But what would you like for your birthday?
Alcohol.
We tried this last year, bro. It didn't work out for you in your favor.
Yeah, but I'm still do it. I'm gonna do it again.
Right. Dirty 30 it is.
Dirty 30. No, I don't really. I'm at the point now where I really don't care about material things. Like,
okay.
I'm happy. I'm healthy. Like I'm healthy. My friends are gonna be here with me, like to turn up. I don't know. I'm just excited. It's like another chapter. I've been on the earth for 3 decades. It's pretty wild.
I won't disclose where you're going. I won't have you disclose either. But what's like your Cash App or your Venmo so you can have some birthday gifts?
At Michael Rivard, first and last name.
Some birthday ducats coming your way.
Just the
at
first and last name.
Michael Rivard with an E at the end of it.
Same.
Send that nigga some money.
Yeah. Send me the dough.
What are you looking forward to besides spending time with family and dying lit? Shout out Jess.
That's really it. Eating the food. I'm really looking forward to eating the food.
That's
I'm definitely going.
Is it
a couple spots?
Is it like they did good like good seafood, good barbecue, good Italian food? Like
it's like a really good seafood. So the 2 places I go to for sure, no matter what, I go to Papados and to Lotus.
All right, yo Gotti.
Lotus. Lotus to me is like probably the best like seafood fried rice I think I've ever had.
Okay.
Like, it's fire. It's called a Loud Pack. So you're not for real. This shit is fire. You ask.
Oh, I hope you know we're getting faded out there too.
No shit. Hell yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I already told Jen. I was like, bro, like please like pack some with you because they're gonna come from Dallas.
Bring the weed. Yeah. Bring the weed.
Please bring the weed.
Bring the weed.
Yeah.
Are you down for anything other recreational things?
Nah, not this time around.
You don't want to do anything illicit?
Nah.
You don't want to live above the law?
My life is pretty good.
or below?
Nah.
What are some things that you have planned? Are you going to any clubs or shows or anything?
Nah. Just go enjoy
just going with the flow. Just going with the flow.
You know how I do. There's no.
I'm gonna look up a show and see what's out there and see if we can go get some tickets for it. No. I'm low key down.
The only thing I really want to do
one roll a night.
The only thing I really want to do is go to a baseball game. I want to go see the Astros play because they play that weekend.
Okay.
But besides that, like, it is what it is. There's nothing. Excuse me. Nothing too like crazy.
Okay.
No big plans. I'm just excited for like all my homies are gonna be in one place. It's hard to do it this late in life. Yeah, to get my homies together. To have them coordinate for me in particular is like, all right, cool. Like I've had to tell them like half a year in advance. And I have to keep reminding them, like, and make sure you're coming.
Love having a nigga with like a hotel plug. I got you.
Yeah, no, it's not that. It's just like
but it makes it easier when there's like an already set established place where we're gonna stay. Because then you can budget that shit out.
Yeah, you're
like I don't know this, have this, and you got 3-4 people looking for a fucking Airbnb, and you're just like, no, let's just do the hotel thing. Let's do the hotel thing. Fuck the Airbnbs. And niggas cost too much anyway. Like it sounds cool, but no. I honestly, bro, I got to the point in my life where I'm cool off Airbnbs. Like unless we're going to like a cabin in the woods or like on a lake or some shit, I'm not doing.
That's what hotels are for, bro. Keep it a buck.
In the woods, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Well, but like I don't mind like going like Colorado or some shit like that too. Like I think like having a cabin in the woods would be dope. But like if we're going to a city, like I'm getting a fucking hotel. I'm not saying anybody's crib.
Even in Colorado, they got resorts, bro. Like I'm not. No, I refuse. Like so, I was watching. It was on on this chick was like she was putting stuff on TikTok. Like she ran an Airbnb. Like she was host of Airbnb. And so like she was like, okay, cool. So this chick came and stayed in her crib. And then she didn't want to leave. Like she was like, nah. She called the police, and they was like, technically she's a tenant now. So, I was like, hell no.
That's been a thing in general. Even if you were to like rent out your room, if you were to get somebody kicked out, once they start getting mail there, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
So Airbnb's actually been putting clauses in their things that actually make that impossible, which is like fucking fine because like they're like so nigga so. I can't remember what Netflix documentary this was, but it was like a limited series ones, and it was like this shit was happening, but the dude kept like terrorizing her and all that shit, and the most she could do was get a restraining order, but because that was his only livable address, the judge was like, well, if he can't go anywhere, then you have to. So this bitch got put out of her own house, bro.
That's wild.
Wild fucking shit, bro. Ain't no fucking way. But no, that's the thing. Like that is it's I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's like after I think if they stay there for more than 4 days and they start receiving mail there, they're considered even if they're not on the lease, they're considered a tenant.
A tenant,
which is
that's insane.
But that's also why you have a lot of like Airbnbs. Some people won't let them stay more than a week.
I ain't gonna let you stay more than 2 days. Fuck that. You gotta go.
You gotta go.
You ain't gotta go home.
If you can't stay here. If you stay more than a week, that's like a whole like 200. That's ridiculous, dog.
Look, I'm cool off that. Whatever it is, I'm cool. It's just too much. It's too much to have to worry about. All the hassle that you have to go through. No. absolutely not. Like, I refuse.
So what's in store for Xquisite after the 30th birthday? What are your priorities looking like? Same shit, new age?
Same shit, new age.
You changed your shit
I've always been pretty awesome. Like, I don't...
I've always been pretty awesome.
I've always been pretty awesome. I don't need to do anything to change. I think for me now it's more like just personal goals I want to obtain. Like I want to run a half marathon in November. Next year in 2023, I want to run a full marathon some point in time.
I have a question. Why is it that you are, and I don't mean to make this sound like you're selfish or anything or looking forward to anything of like else of like your future, but you have a lot of personal goals that you're trying to set for, as far like, are you trying to like still like find yourself? Are you just exploring life in your phase? I mean, I know like 30 is the new 20s for a lot of people.
I mean, like, to me, it's just some new shit to do. Like, I've always had an adventurous, and you know me, I'm one of the most adventurous people on the planet. So for me, this is an opportunity for me to go to new places and still, you know, like reach my own personal goals. So for me, there really is no feeling to me like crossing the finish line of a race. No matter how long it takes, like, it's kind of like you prove to yourself that you could do something. Like, my first 5K I ran, I like cried. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, my boss and them was there, and it was like, oh shit. But to me, it was like, bro, like, I didn't think I could do it. Like, I was like, oh, like, it's a rush of emotion. Like, it's so many, you feel accomplished, you feel like overwhelmed. There's so many different ones, like, especially like long distance, because you're fighting not necessarily time, but you're fighting yourself, and you fighting demons in your head. Running long distance, it's not like,
I wish I had that experience, because when I finished my 5K, I was like, damn, this nigga Paradise still ain't here yet. Now I gotta go run some more to pass time for this nigga to get here. So I legit was like waiting for, because he did a half marathon, I did a 5K. So by the time I got done, I'm like, where's this nigga at? So I literally ran 2 more miles to go meet this nigga, and then ran with him back the other 2.
I definitely was like, damn, like, it was just a rush of emotion for me. So I was like, hey, yo, like, I didn't think I was gonna do it. I was like, fuck, bro, I just had a mile. Like, I didn't run this long in so long. So for me in particular, like, it's definitely very rewarding for me as a person, as a runner. So half marathon in November. That I've kind of been training for it, and then, well, I've been training, but I didn't really know until like 2 weeks ago. I was like, fuck it, let's run a half. And then in 2023, I definitely want to like my full like first marathon.
That's what's up. Do you have an idea where you want to go?
Well, for the half marathon, I'm going to Utah. I'm going to St. George. I already signed up and everything. Like, I'm going.
No, I meant for the full.
Oh, for the full? I don't know. So what I've learned in running is like, the faster you are, like, the more you qualify. So like, your major city races, you have to qualify for. You have to run marathons under a certain amount of time. I am nowhere near them dudes just yet. Like, ain't no way. Okay. So like, in order to qualify for, it starts by like age group, but in order to like, let's say in order to qualify for Boston. So my coworker, he qualified for Boston, but he's like 45, and the time for him is like just under 4 hours. I want to run the half marathon in about 2.5 hours. Okay. I was like, so for another 12 miles, like, I'm just not gonna. Ain't no way. I'm cool. Because my mile time is significantly slower than theirs are, but they're full marathon runners. Okay. Like, my mile time, I've been training. I know that I could run like anywhere between 10 and 12 minutes, somewhere in that ballpark. They're running but like 7-8 minute miles. I'm like, my body's just not ready for that yet.
I think I got my mile time. So I started running again, finally get my shit back in. I ran one day. I finished my mile in a little over 11 minutes. Waited a little bit for my body to rest. A couple days later, went for my other mile and got it under 11 minutes. I was like, okay, cool. We're making some fucking headway here. But I realized that I have to find my fucking rhythm again, is what it is.
Pace.
And my pace is so different compared to people because I have a shorter stride that I've been trying to work on getting longer, just to kind of extend my steps, but also kind of use my body a little less. But then I fight issues with my feet hurting because I'm using the springs on my feet to propel me a little further when I'm used to when I'm sprinting. I'm a sprinter, not a runner at all. No, you gotta... So that's been a battle. I was trying to find a good like middle for me. But I've been going back to the gym. My body's still sore as shit, but I'm making that more of a commitment for me now to really kind of get myself back into that area, because I want to go back to running my 5K under 30 minutes, which I got my 5K to be 27. I was like, oh, it's fucking what's up.
That's really good. Yeah.
No. I lied, 29. It was 29 minutes.
Still pretty
it's 29 minutes. But I was like, that's dope. But when I finished, which I don't really care about my like vindication, it was some old nigga like whooped my ass in 5K, bro. He got his shit there, and I was like, there's no way. And I mean, this was a old nigga.
He's an OG.
OG.
One thing I learned is like for that reason, the older people they run significantly faster. Like the old dudes, they're not like it's not like they're just like in shape.
Yeah,
these dudes are like really in shape, and I'm like, how, bro? Like.
For those of y'all that don't know, for a 5K, it's about 3.12 miles is what it is, and so it's a little over 3 miles, 3 miles, 3.1 mile, whatever. So if you finish that, you're pretty much running a mile in under 9 minutes if you finish under 30, for the most part, or under 10, but whatever. But like that's difficult to go from like an average of over 11 minutes to under like any time shade any time shedding off of your like mile run is crazy work, because it's not like a sec like that, like 1 or 2 seconds really depends on your pace from when you first start.
Yeah,
because I found that it was important to find my pace and find my rhythm within the first quarter. If I can't find that rhythm, I'm battling, like you said, your demons in my head. I'm like, I'm going too fast. I'm going too slow. My strides aren't long enough. I'm getting too tired, because that first mile, when that hits, my body's now set.
Yeah, your body takes time to get acclimated to. Mm-hmm. So for me, when I first started running, I was like, I'm out the gate, boy. Like, I'm finna just... And I learned real quick, my body's like, boy, if you don't slow the fuck down, like that's just not gonna work out. Yeah. So I learned to, like, I go slow. Like, you just, in order to warm up, like, your body has to get acclimated. It takes... I learned it takes about 10 minutes for your body to really get warmed up into a rhythm. So your first mile is kind of like you just getting started, like you're progressing, like you're getting ready. Mm-hmm. Well, after about, I want to say like 10, 11 minutes, then your body's acclimated and it's like, all right, the engine's running. Like let's go.
The engine's going, and at that point it really is. Then it becomes a battle of time. Yeah, because after a while, your body's going to give out, and for me, it's usually right around that little 3rd mile period, where for me, my left leg decides to just go fucking numb.
One thing I learned is
beasting numb, bro.
I definitely have to like take shits before I run. So I know, like, usually if I don't take a shit before I run, I'm probably not gonna run, or I'm not gonna run well, at least. Because, like, as I'm running, my body's like, you can feel it. Like, my body's like, like, oh, shit. Like, fuck. So now, I usually wake up at, like, 5, because I when I go on, like, longer runs, I'll be up at, like, 5:30, and I'll just sit there and be like, all right, well, come on, let's get it all out. Because if not, like, my run's going to be terrible. It's happened 2-3 times where, like, I don't stop, but I have to, like, go significantly slower, because, like, my body's like...
It's almost like you have to, like, psych yourself forward, huh?
Yeah, like, it's
that's
like,
so wild.
You gotta clench the cheeks. Like, it's like, oh, yeah.
That doesn't happen for me, bro. So, I mean, granted, I had to drive to my fucking 5K anyway, but I'm totally cool with, like, waking up and then going to run. Like, immediately. I don't, like, only when I have to go to, like, work, I'm like, fuck, give me, like, 10 minutes to get ready for this shit. To, like, when I'm, like, and I've done it before, like, I wake up at, like, 5:30 or 6 o'clock, because that's early for me still. Mm-hmm. Wake up, but, like, I'll wake up, check the watch, check the phone, get dressed, oh, shit, and then go for the run.
No, I'm
like, I don't really need, like a I gotta get ready for this shit, because my zone is when I start there. Like,
definitely.
Like, I get into my zone as I'm running. I can't be like Dragon Ball Z.
No, I need
about to fight this nigga, like this like pre-fight thing, because even that was the same way with fucking football.
I need a moment.
Like, I never got into the shit until I started playing.
I definitely.
Is what it was. I never got into the shit.
I definitely am like the old dude that like wakes up and it's like, I wake up, like I start to whistle a little bit, I'll take a shit, maybe have a little cup of coffee.
Oh shit!
And I'm like, all right, cool, and I get ready and like get my shit together. But
I know you have a horror story for running.
A horror?
You have a horror story. I'll tell you mine. That way you get an example. So the place where I live is located not too far from a hospital. So I was like, cool, I'm gonna run to the hospital. It's a good 1.5 miles, almost 2 miles, which is weird because you wouldn't think that, because you can see physically see the building, but to get there, you gotta go through either houses or the desert part, whatever. So I was like, cool, I get there. So there's a stop sign about a 1/4 mile from the facility. I get stops, I'm like, whew. Stomach is hurting me. I'll be all right. I'm going to the hospital. Walk and run. The hospital is now closer to me than my house is. I'm not going back. I'm going to go. I get about midway through this desert patch where I'm like, I am not going to make it. Bruh. I get to the street that I got to cross to go over to be on hospital property. I shit my pants right at that little border wall, bro.
Wild.
And so let me just paint this shitty picture for you right now. So I'm wearing boxer briefs that are too small for me, so my ass is already tight, compressing that shit. On top of I'm wearing compression shorts. Like, so it's like the compression shorts that are like meshed in line with my actual like workout shorts. So I shit my pants, and it's not just no like poop, nigga. It's do. Runny caca poo poo, bro, because I had pre-workout before this fucking run. And so I took a shit before I left home. It wasn't enough. I had to go in this like little underbelly in the desert where it's like this like sewage runoff, whatever, with it like, or like this drainage, whatever. Butt ass naked, dump my drawers. I had to dump my drawers in there, bro. Put my compression shorts back on and do the longest walk of shame ever, bro. The longest walk of shame. I got back to my crib, walked inside. I didn't say shit to nobody. I went straight upstairs.
Took a shower.
Got undressed first. Put my shit in a plastic bag. Took a shower. I was in that bitch for a good half hour. Half hour shower for fucking sure to clean my shit. I mean, this is TMI. I clean my shit. I shave. I clean. I groomed myself, my nigga. I was long overdue. Took that bag, threw it in my neighbor's trash can across the street.
Oh, wow.
That's my horror story. Oh, shit. Wow. That's my horror story.
That's serious.
I sure did. That's my horror story. What's yours?
Thankfully for me, I have not shit in my own pants yet. I have gotten close, though. I have gotten close. So I never forget, my first like actual 5K was like, it was the one I'm most proud of, and it was the one that hurt the most. So at the time I was in Austin. I was in Austin for a trade show. It's called the Running Event. So for me, it was like a work trip, but I was like, my homie lives down there too. Shout out to Jasmine. Jasmine lives down there too. So she was like, it was right around Christmas time. She's like, hey, they got these like really cool like Christmas bars. I was like, hell yeah, let's go. Like, it's pretty dope. So I was like, hey, where are we gonna go? Like, she's like, oh, they have these like little pop-up bars. So I had a roommate. He was like one of my coworkers. So I was like, hey, look, I'll be back. Like, don't wait up for me. And he's like a really old dude. He's like, all right, cool, don't worry. So lo and behold, I didn't know that I was gonna be out all night. I had no clue. I was like, okay, cool. Like, we started at this really cool, fancy like restaurant, and we were getting like, it was real bad because Jasmine loves like craft cocktails. Like that's our thing. And so they had this like one of my homies. His name is also Michael. He got this drink and they put it in this box, and then they fumigated it. Like they put they put like charcoal and stuff in it. Okay. And they like lit it, and then the box got all smoky and shit. And I was like, damn, this is pretty cool. So we were at this restaurant for like 2 hours just trying cocktails, like really fancy. Like one of them was on fire. Like it was like it was just so interesting. I was amused. I was like, damn,
you doing that shit to go your whole mouth. Oh, that's all I gotta say.
Damn. So I was like, hey, yo, but he got they called it like a smoked old fashioned. I was like, all right, cool. Like I tried it. I was like, damn, it was almost as good as that one that I had at 700 Fremont. Okay. I was like, damn, it's pretty good. All right. So after like the restaurant, we go to our first bar. We're just kicking it. Everybody's just chilling, hanging out.
Real fast. My bad. Shout out UNLV. I just got booked for opening day for the welcome day. So that's it. Go ahead.
Oh, shout out UNLV.
What's up? We out here. But that's it. Go ahead.
So then after that, we went to our next bar. The next bar is where all the shit went down. I was like, all right, cool. So we walk into this. We had to wait in line for like 30 minutes to get into this bar. Mind you, it's already like 1 a.m. It's getting close to 1 a.m. But it's like this super cool themed Christmas bar. When I tell you this shit was dope, bro, it was tight. Like Santa was there, like everybody's dressed as elves. All the drinks were all Christmas themed. Everybody was in like gear. I was the only person that was like out of like. And I was like, damn, I don't belong here. I was like, oh, don't worry. They gave me like some like a hat and shit. All right, cool.
Some trinkets to look.
I got one of my favorite Instagram post pictures. It's when I sat in the chair and I got hella likes. I was like, oh, it's pretty cool.
I remember that fucking one. Yeah.
But when I tell you the drinks were expensive, it's like stupid. I spent about $130 in that bar on about 4 drinks. I was like, this was terrible.
That is ridiculous.
But they were amazing. I was like, yo. I was like, okay, I'll put it on tab. Like 100, it's bad. It's real bad. So, lo and behold, we're at this bar. It's well past, it's like almost 3 a.m., give or take. So I'm like, hey, yo, I need to go back to the crib because I need to go run a 5K at 6 in the morning. Like, I got 3 hours.
Yeah.
So I was like pretty far. Like, where we were at, we're on, I think we're on Congress Street. But my hotel was literally right next to the convention center. Like, we stayed at the Hilton Convention Center. So to get back was like 20 minutes. So I'm like, I walk in and it's like everybody downstairs is already getting ready for their run. Like, there's people outside warming up. Like, they're already getting shorts and shit. And here come me.
You just getting back from going
in
out.
The hoodie and jeans, drunk as fuck, walking back up. I'm doing the walk of shame for real. Like, I didn't fuck nobody or nothing. But everybody's downstairs, like, they all warming up and doing jumping jacks and shit. And I'm looking at all these people like, y'all lost y'all fucking mind. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever.
Oh, shit.
So I literally get in the elevator. And I look, so the dude's like going up too. He looks at me. He's like, long night. I was like, mm-hmm. He's like, you gonna go run the Indy? I was like, yeah. He's like, he looked at me. He's
good
like,
luck.
He said, good luck. So I get back into the room. Lo and behold, my roommate is already awake. He's already in his bed drinking his coffee, and he's just like, are you just now getting? Yes. I don't want to talk right now. Just leave me alone. So I literally, I was like, just wake me up 10 minutes before, like, we got to go do the run.
This is a 10K still, right?
This is the 10K, yeah. Sheesh. I was like, wake me up just before we got to go do the run. Like, 10 minutes, I'm going to walk downstairs with you. I was like, I just need to take a quick nap. He was like, all right. So I'll go to sleep. It's like 4 a.m. 5 o'clock rolls around. Hey, get ready. I was like, oh, fuck. All right. Go to the toilet. I vomit everything. I mean, I throw up everything. Like, stomach is rumbling. I'm in there yakking. I know he hears me because every time I go to work, he's like, remember that one time? I'm like, yes, I know. So I'm in there.
Yes, nigga, you got
I'm throwing up everything. Like, I was like, damn, I thought I could run, but I was like, nah, I'm cool. So change, put my running clothes on. Then like outside, it was like in the 30s. It was in December. So I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna go like put my sweats on. Everybody downstairs, mind you, is like damn near naked. Like, they in tank tops and shorts. They in coochie cutters. Because they already know this is my first time running like in cold weather. Like, I didn't know how fast your body heats up. Yeah. So looking at everybody else, I'm like, y'all are stupid. It's cold as fuck outside. And my boss is like, you gonna learn real quick. Like, he's like, once you run that first like 40 feet, he's like, you gonna understand. And I was like, oh, whatever. And y'all, I ain't worried. So they get us on buses. I get an extra like 10 minutes of sleep because they got to take us to the Circuit of the Americas.
Yeah. You got to get to the
fucking You got to get to the actual, So I'm like, all right, cool. This is my first time like getting ready to run an actual race. It's like pretty cool because I'm running on like actual track. So I'm just sitting there, bro. My stomach, I can already hear it. I'm like, oh, fuck. All right. So everybody get ready to go walk up to like to do the run. So
this is sad effect.
Look, I already So you like walk up to like the entrance. I gotta get my bib. So I'm getting my bib. I'm getting everything going. I put my music on. I'm like the only person over there like playing music, but I was like, y'all tripping. I was like, I'm not finna do no type of mileage on no music. Like, y'all, I was like, I'm not cool enough to run with no music yet, guys. Sorry. So everybody's like, all right, we just talking. So me, like, I'm in joggers and like I'm in like a long sleeve shirt. Yeah. But I got my tank top on underneath. I'm like, all right, cool. So like they, some dudes start talking. We can't really hear him, even though he got a microphone. I'm like, bro, just blow a damn whistle. I need to start running. Like, so they blow the whistle. Everybody take off. Zoom down the hill. So I'm gonna walk you through these 3 miles real quick. I'm gonna tell you exactly how this works. That first mile, I'm running like I'm hitting good speed. First mile, I'm running like 7:30. I'm like, okay, cool, because a lot is downhill. Yeah. So I'm zooming. My stomach, on the other hand, is like, hey, hope you didn't forget about us. I'm like, it's all good right now. I'm going downhill. All right, so we get 3/4 of the mile in. You go up a hill and you go around. This is where I knew like I had to hurry the fuck up. Because as soon as I went up the hill, my stomach started doing the noise again. Like, oh, shit. So I hit this left, and you start running down, and you're like, oh, snap, this is going to be crazy. I get to mile 2, I immediately knew, like, it was do or die. There was no stopping. Like, it's either shit in my pants or I make it to the bathroom. The bathroom is at the stands on the racetrack. Okay. I'm like, all right. So lo and behold, I see this like little cart behind me, and I'm just like, hey, should I just say fuck it and get in the cart, or do I really want to run this shit out? So I see my boss running past me, and I'm like, nope, can't get in the cart. Gotta run. Gotta run. So I'm running. I'm still running. 2.5 miles in, I get a cramp. I'm like, hey, yo. Like, oh, shit. Like, all right, cool. So I significantly slowed down.
A cramp in your leg, you cramp in your stomach?
Cramp in my leg.
Oh.
I cramped in my leg. Because I was dehydrated.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, I had been drinking alcohol the past, give or take 8 hours. I had no water. Like, I didn't drink there was no water to come with that. No, I'm running on pure liquor right now. Me and liquor is what's in my body.
You got 2 miles in that bitch. Go ahead,
I'm like,
shout out.
Yo, like, I'm hurting. Like, no,
shout out to liver, do what it does.
So I make it 2.5 miles. I'll take a walk break. I'm like, hey, yo, like my stomach is hurting. I've bent over, and now it's full on fledged. Like, all right, cool, we gotta go. So I'm stop my 2-minute break, and I just start dipping. I mean, I passed up so many people. You thought I was a Corvette. Like, I was running. Because I was like, hey, yo, the bathroom is the first door.
I feel like you passed up niggas who passed you when you stopped.
I did. I was running. Like, I had a reason to run now.
Like, regain people. Okay.
No, I had ample reason to run now. It was either shit on myself or make it to the bathroom. I ran right through the finish line. I stopped, took 2 pictures. Like, I put them on the gram. All right, I went right to the bathroom. My boss was like, they're like, good job, I'm so proud of you. Yeah, I'll be right back. Boom. So I literally walked in the bathroom. I bypassed the line. There's like 6 niggas in line. I was like, hey, y'all gotta wait. So as soon as dude came out, I went right in and was like, sorry, I apologize. And I mean, I just let all out. Like, I just let all out. When I tell you this was the worst shit of my entire life, I was hurting, bro. Like,
he said, I apologize. Blue.
Like, it was just so bad.
Holy shit,
but
man.
No shit. Like, for real.
So, all right. So we'll end it on this note. What advice do you have for runners? This episode is not at all dedicated to runners, but if you like to run or you want to start running, Xquisite, what are some words of advice you have for the runners out there?
Stay hydrated. That's number one. Don't run any races after long nights of drinking.
Take a shit before you start running.
Yeah, don't. But really just enjoy it. Like, it running comes with ups and downs, and it's all like what's his face said, trust the process. You have to, like, you gotta trust the process. It's not all fun and games. Shit hurts, it's painful, but it's very rewarding. So that's the biggest thing for sure.
We'll go ahead and catch y'all next time, man. This has been another episode of Shallow Waters Podcast. We dove deep in 3 feet.
Shitty
I have been
podcast.
DJ Shitty Booty Podcast. I have been DJ Prenup.
I'm Exquisite Complex.
Man, we'll catch y'all next time. Y'all stay tapped in with us. GTV Radio. Follow us on all social medias. Peace.